Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this, folks? I am live streaming on a Sunday night. That's very odd of me. Whatever, man. Hey, welcome, guys, to my live stream. Yeah, why not? Do I got the day off, bored? Why not do a little surprise Sunday stream? My first ever Sunday stream, y'all. So, yeah, and also streaming a little early. So, yeah, it's kind of like how stores are closing early on Sundays, and I'm streaming early on a Sunday. Actually, I should do Sundays more often. I should do have like dedicated like weekend live streams, like live stream all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, man. So yeah. Just gonna be a chill, just chatting stream, nothing too much, nothing too specific on any topics. Well, then again, I did see Marvel Rivals Thunderbolts yesterday and loved it. Loved it. But can I say, is Marvel really black back? Well, we'll see. Listen, just because I enjoyed Thunderbolts and everybody else seems to be enjoying Thunderbolts does not mean, Marvel's really back. But then again, Marvel had its run, really, when you think about it. Even if Marvel is back, Marvel has already had its prime run, to be honest with you guys, because after Endgame, what else is there to enjoy? Well, I mean, there's the Spider-Man series, and of course, Guardians 3 was really freaking good. It was the proper conclusion to the Infinity Saga, in my opinion. But, it's kind of run its course a bit right now, but that's I. You know what? I'd rather take that than nothing. But hey, I mean, I really enjoyed Thunderbolts, and hopefully, I'll get the chance to record my review later, spoiler free later after the stream. So I'll upload it tomorrow alongside my Sonic X Shadows Generations video. Jesus Christ, why the fuck does that slip out of my tongue with that title of that game? Well, whatever. It's expect my Sonic PS5 review, late, but whatever, man. Hey, it's never too late when you're trying to do a video game review, because a lot of people are very fond of looking back at just even current games right now. So yeah, even The Thing remastered, I got it for PS5. I got the deluxe edition PS5 version, and oh my god, like I didn't know it was already available digitally. I did not know that. So the physical came out very later than the official release came out. So yeah, so I'm not gonna get it to like mid to late June, the physical release, but hey, it'll be fun. I heard that it's a bit more easier to use, so yeah. God damn. Had some Wendy's today, which is really nice. Actually, freaking, I forgot. I took a nap. That's why I wanted to stream around 7 p.m., or 7:30. But man, I took a nap and I kind of overslept, lost track of time. But hey, excuse me. I'm here. Better late than never. Whew. Oh man, a beautiful Sunday night, beautiful Sunday day. It was raining all day here in Chicago, so that's really cool, man. I gotta say, I love the rain, but a bit of a cold temperature here and there. So yeah, pretty chill Sunday day. So yeah, and a chill Sunday night. So yeah, I think after the stream, I'm gonna go on play my PlayStation 5 and just play a bit more on the Pulse Elite headset. Toy around with a couple of the settings so that it won't be too loud for me. Overall, I had a lot of freaking fun on my first ever gaming stream last night on Saturday, so that was cool. That was really cool. Expect some more of that, guys. Expect some more Marvel Rivals. So, yep. uh, a nice Dr. Pepper on a Wednesday, a Wendy's cup. Excuse me. What I had a cup of coffee and I just had Dr. Pepper and I had a few cups of water. So, yeah, staying hydrated, man. Staying hydrated, man. Cutting down on alcohol, which is really freaking nice. And I really like that a lot. Really do like that a lot. Seriously, guys. I've been feeling like shit ever since I kind of been on the liquor a bit more lately, but then again, I toned it down a bit more lately. So that is really cool. I really feel like shit after that, but after that but now that I'm drinking less and less of it, it's really freaking nice, really. Uh but yeah, I don't know, man. It's aside from like weed and alcohol, it's been feeling really good. Then again, lately I've been feeling under the weather lately, but feeling a lot better, now that I'm streaming, spending time with you guys here. That's really freaking nice. And man, speaking of under the weather, man, Thunderbolts really. I love how Thunderbolts tackled the message about mental health and depression, and I would even say mental illness. Really, it is freaking crazy. It's just freaking crazy how I just related so much to that, which is really freaking nice. Where at to a point I cried like at least 3 times, or at least teared up, 3 times. mainly around the third act. So that's when, not because of the backstories, they're really messed up to how they show like any missing backstory from the characters, but mostly because of how freaking just the climax is wrapped up, man. That was just sad. Really, it was freaking sad. But I mean, I'll save that for my review. Or maybe I could hopefully do a spoiler discussion here, like a live stream discussion. Man, as much as I would love to, I need to download, I think, Streamlabs to like do like Zoom calls and all that stuff for people who want to join in, have a spoiler discussion with me about anything that I want to talk about. So yeah. Oh yeah, man, this sure looks great. My Avenger sure looks really freaking nice. Oh yeah. Not much people have been coming in and out of the stream, but that's all right. That's all right. Very chill stream, man. That's how again, if you're new to this freaking channel and like new to my channel and new to coming to my stream, that's how it is. It starts off pretty much slow. It's a slow start on my streams, but it'll later pick itself up a bit when more people start to come in, especially my regulars. So yeah. Oh man. Ugh. I do a lot of it because it's not too long after I freaking woke up from my nap, man. I mean, then again, that nap was delicious. That was a great nap. Really, it was. Oh, I'm gonna get. Ooh, I then again, I can't even stay up late tonight because I go to work tomorrow and I open tomorrow, so that's really cool. Hey, at least I am gonna stream tomorrow night though, which is really fun. I'm actually excited to do that. So I'm excited for that, and hopefully I'm gonna upload my spoiler-free review of Thunderbolts, which is really nice. Oh, I'm actually looking forward to doing the review for you guys. I'm actually looking forward to that. I am. I am. Oh yeah. But then again, if nothing really happens, and not many people come in, it's just me talking to myself the whole time. And I could just cut the stream, in about an hour. It's then again, this is my first time doing a Sunday stream. But then again, I know Sundays are just slow for anything. They're the slowest part of the weekend. Saturday's also the best, but I haven't been streaming aside from yesterday, which is a gaming stream. I haven't been streaming much on Saturdays, but yeah, that's when we get a lot of people coming in and enjoying these streams. But other than that, it's like I need to get back on it. It's just that I've been closing so many times on Saturday, and it's I just so I'm very it's very busy on Saturdays at my job, and I get so freaking tired, so mentally and physically. So, but no, but that's why I haven't been streaming. I've mostly been closing, but I open on Saturday, so that's really cool. So, if I got no plans, after I come back home from work on Saturday early, then I'm gonna stream on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday. But that depends if I won't have any plans after that. So who knows? Who knows? Things might change. Things might change. Who knows? But yeah, expect a lot of streams this week since I got a lot of free time here for to do live streams, gaming streams, and just regular streams like this with my fat face in front of the freaking webcam. So yeah, but no, this is really fun. Oh man, it's really fun. It's really fun doing this, man. It's good escapism, man, from all the bullshit in the world that we have to deal with every freaking day. Aside from watching movies and playing video games and all that stuff. So yeah, man, I can't wait to. Speaking of games, man, I can't wait to jump right into The Last of Us. I mean, I've been jumping back in it, but I can't wait to jump right back in. But I just gotta even though I have a review for you guys for Sonic, I still gotta finish. I still have apparently since I'm checking the trophies every now and then to keep track of my progress. I only got one more level to complete for Shadow, and then I can fight the last boss fights, and that is really cool. But the only thing that is a bit tedious, and I am gonna mention in my review, not tedious, but more like just a little annoying. But I get the design and decisions to do it is because you got to do these keys. So you gotta collect 3 keys to unlock a boss fight and you have to beat the boss to progress through the story. And then but while there you got to do like all these challenges, and some of these challenges are just you can pick, but some of these are kind of bullshit. But hopefully for Shadow, hopefully there's some easily leftover challenge, because I know there's like challenges where it's like when the like around the beginning of the game they're more easy, around later through the game they're more harder. So hopefully I like you can backtrack, which is really cool. So I gotta see if I have any leftover easy challenges left. But we'll see after the stream. I am actually, aside from recording my Thunderbolts review, I'm actually gonna fully finish playing Sonic Shadow Generations. But luckily I got the footage I need for my review, so that's cool. I just gotta chop it down to at least 10 minutes of footage, and then like even that footage is gonna get chopped down. for my review. So I think my review, I'm just planning to have it like at least 8 to 10 minutes long. This is like a quick bare bones review sort of. But then again, everybody's covered Sonic Shadow Generations, Sonic X Shadow Generations, even though it's like a remastered of Sonic Generations on the PS3 and Xbox 360, which I really enjoyed back in the day. And it was really fun going back to it. All I gotta say is that it was really fun revisiting Sonic Generations, the Sonic Generations portion of the game. But I was very if I when I was even especially with the gameplay footage I'm gonna show you guys, I'm very rusty. I can really tell that damn it's been years since I played Sonic Generations, and my PS3 Slim broke on me early on in its lifespan. Even though I took very good care of it, the hard drive just died. It's hopefully that's not the same case for my hard drives for my PS5 Pro. Hopefully that's not the same case. Hopefully it'll last at least a day. I heard that you can take off the fail safe. So yeah. Oh, sorry guys, I got a notification from social media right there. Got a little distracted there. Shit. God damn. Gassy today, mostly in the mouth, not in the ass. uh but yeah, gonna fully finish after the stream. I'm gonna fully finish Sonic. Finally, gonna get that out the way because I want that to be my first ever like one with proper gameplay footage, that proper recorded gameplay footage without a capture card for Sonic. After that, it's gonna be hopefully I can do Doom the Dark Ages because I'm actually gonna pre-order. Oh, not pre-order. I'll wait till it comes out. So because I'm actually trying to find an excuse to use my online GameStop points. So that's what I'm trying to try to do. So yeah, but I have like all the Doom modern. Actually, technically all the Doom. Yeah, I do have all the Doom games, even Doom 64, but that's on my Switch. So eh. uh, but I love Doom. That's my favorite first-person shooter game. Really, Doom is my favorite first-person shooter, and I'm excited for the new one. It looks really good. It looks really good. Hopefully, there's some like early reviews to pop out and like you know just to get a gist of what we're getting ourselves into here. I'm just glad I could be able to do more gaming content for you guys. I really do need to get a mic stand for this thing. Not kidding. It's I really need to get a mic stand. Uh I don't understand how my this webcam is so grainy. This is the Logitech C920, and yeah, it's even I try to tweak it on the freaking G Hub, and it's still grainy. I even cranked up the sharpness a bit, but you know what? Let me back up a bit. Let me see. Yeah, I look a little sharper here. So when I'm not even looking at the camera, I'm actually looking at the resolution, see if it's any good. Frame rate's pretty nice, so hopefully it's good enough. But not much I can do. G Hub is no help, guys. It's no help. I try to like crank the saturation. I try to make it look as good as I can, and it just won't budge. It won't do anything. I don't know. I think it's just because my PC is pretty old. But whatever. Just gotta deal with what I got. But I at least hopefully the sound quality is pretty good. This is the Blue Yeti Nano, which I actually really enjoy. It's really cool. The Logitech Blue Yeti Nano. So I got two Logitech, a webcam and a microphone for this. But it's really fun. It's really fun, doing these streams, even with this webcam I got. Even though it's supposed to be one of the best ones, even though I'm like, well, yeah. Hey DJ, how's it going? uh Welcome to my first ever Sunday stream. See, we got our regulars, thank goodness, Uh not that I wasn't getting bored or anything like that, but yeah. uh this is great. Just see my regulars here, guys. This is really cool. This is a chill stream anyways. Then again, I think the stream might go on for like at least an hour and a half. Hopefully I can do it for 2 hours long because of it just depends on the night how the stream goes. Cause I'm gonna what's on my mind? Oh, just anything really. This is more of a just chatting kind of stream, DJ. I'm after the stream. I'm actually gonna quickly record my spoiler-free review of Thunderbolts, which I really did enjoy. I mean, I tried my best to explain why I liked it. Try to give at least like a quick review during my Marvel Rivals stream last night. But it was like, I was getting a bit too distracted on a couple of things because that was my first ever gaming stream, and then like it was one thing because I was streaming directly from my PS5. So I was like looking, I'm pointing at the screen. I'm pointing at it's at the bottom right. It's being displayed at the bottom right of the chat, and it's kind of hard to like game and then keep an eye in the chat. But then again, it's my first stream, so at first I was like, oh, I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it because I'm like, oh, I stream on YouTube. I stream on YouTube and I pay attention to the stream, and I also pay attention to the chat, and I look at the webcam, just so I don't, so I could actually give you guys eye contact. But no, like man, I got a little cocky right there, and I'm just like, oh, it's gaming's gonna is gonna I think it's some kind of get used to, but I had a lot of fun once I got to the groove of it, man. Once I got to groove it, but then again, there are silent moments in the stream. You guys can check out the VOD. Near the end of the stream, there's a lot of silent moments because I was actually focused on the game and all that stuff. But I try to get my own commentary and all that stuff. I had a lot of fun. Really, I'm planning to do it again. Planning to do another one, Marvel Rival stream again, very soon. The only thing is that, of course, I cannot like do like a social media like link for you guys to get like a heads up or anything like that. And also like it just to stream on the PS5, which I understand because of privacy security reasons. Excuse me. I have to like start a game first and then start the stream. And if I want to pick another game to play for this in the same stream, I can't do that. If I close the game, that means that means the stream ends. So I have to end the stream. It's like I gotta if I want to play like 3 games in one night, I have to like do 3 streams. But then again, that's what of course my friend Don says, oh well, you can get by that with you can pass all of that with a capture card, which I will get one day. I will get one day. Right now, I'm mostly focused on getting the webcam for the PS5 because this one is not compatible with the PS5. And I'm gonna try to get a gaming chair, So I could just get a chair, but I want to get a gaming chair because for now, since it's just my voice, you guys can hear my voice only for now. I'm gonna be standing playing, and I don't mind that really. I like actually more focused standing up playing, but or more of on a higher altitude, because I know the chairs are not that high up here in my house. So and it's a wooden chairs. We threw away our computer chair not too long ago because it was already old and it was like breaking apart, and uh it was a pain in the ass. It was very annoying too, very annoying. The wheels were like getting stuck and everything, so it was old. So we just threw it away. Oh man, my neck. But I'll get a gaming chair. This is a cool gaming chair for at least 150 to 100 bucks at Best Buy. It looks pretty cool. It's a basic one. It looks pretty cool and comfy. So I think that's all that matters for now. It might go on sale soon. Oh, sorry. My neighbors are like playing music right now. It looks like they're having a block party again. Well, not a block party, but like a party. So yeah, probably gonna party till like 3 in the morning, which hey, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. Don't matter if it's a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, man. If it's a weekend party, I just stream. Seeing you playing video games made me want to play yesterday. Ah, well, if you got Marvel Rivals, let me know. It's crossplay. So yeah, I know Max just downloaded it this morning. She texted me this morning, and she's down to play. So I think first we're gonna probably do a non-live gameplay. We're just gonna play like hanging out and playing just to get used to. So I can get used to hosting a live stream on my PS3, so that once all of us are ready to go, we're in this like if we all want to have a voice chat, we could just be ready to like, and then like after that we could just all right, cool. So let me start the game up, and then I'll let you guys know that when I'm gonna stream, when I'm gonna hit the stream button, like the live button on my PS5, and then that's it. Waiting for you to play a role play or open world. Oh, not give me some time. After when I recruit Quiet on MGS5, that's when I'm gonna start playing a bit more of the story mode on just a random MGS5 gameplay. Why not? MGS5. So expect a MGS5 live stream one day. Actually sooner than you think. I just gotta, you know what? I think I'll get more comfortable doing a live stream after I get Quiet. After I recruit Quiet in my team and all that stuff. Other than that, yeah, it's just mostly gonna be like us, like you pretty sure if you play the game, like there's a lot of gaps. It's like an episodic game. There's a lot of gaps in that game, and then you just gotta keep playing extra missions to progress the story and side missions to progress the story. The sniper, yeah, Quiet. The sniper, yeah, she's hot. Of course she is. Then again, Stephanie Justin, I follow her on Instagram. She's hardly on social media, but the actual actress playing Quiet, she's gorgeous too. They model it after her, which is really nice. Of course, she's gorgeous. Haven't seen much activity from her lately. I hope she's all right. Hope she's doing good. uh but for now, Yeah, just gonna be some Marvel rivals. Maybe for sure Minecraft. Even a couple of my friends, what they want to join in too and do some streams for me. So yeah. We're kind of an edgy bunch. So then again, I had to lay some ground rules for everybody for like, hey, I know we're all edgy. We use edgy jokes sometimes, but we got to be careful what we joke around sometimes. So yeah, don't want us to get canceled, even though like I know we're joking, but still, YouTube has guidelines. And especially when people take things out of context, they're gonna think we're something else, which we're not. We're just playing around. And I'm not just saying that because we're millennial. Or most some of my friends are Gen Z, but but then a lot of my friends are millennials and Gen Z. It's not just that. Even like here's the thing. It's not really when it comes to age. It's just our generations. It don't matter. Like fuck, I've noticed like 10-year-old Gen Z kids running around just saying racial slurs, and they don't care. They don't give a shit. And people say that we're sensitive to this. No, they're just people just like attention on social media. And but when you go into real life, people don't really give a fuck. They're not as sensitive as the world makes it out to be. People are fucking offensive. Shit. Oh my god, the world is not perfect as people make it themselves out to be. Seriously, goddamn. You could be the biggest, nicest, holier than thou person on the internet, but outside the internet, you might be a piece of shit, or at least a person that like, all right, man, stop being a dick. you know No, I've seen it. I work at a shopping mall. There's a lot of teenagers around running around like these stores and then just shouting slurs, using the R slurs, using, all this shit, being transphobic, homophobic, especially homophobic. Like they're just being assholes. Aside from vandalizing property. But yeah, no, it's no, 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 no. It's even 18-year-olds, they're edge lords themselves. Men and women. No matter which gender or ethnicity you are, we're not really sensitive really. The internet may seem like it, but we're not sensitive, man. I don't believe it. I don't believe it really. I've seen it with my own eyes, experience to it. It's like, no, it's not. The world has not gotten sensitive really. It's just more like people are just either they're hypocritical or they're just like, no, they just don't give a shit. They're just playing a facade to look good in front of on the internet in public. But outside of that, they're pretty problematic. I would say very problematic. So yeah, people love to see what they can get away with and push boundaries. Humans are weird. Yeah, yeah, you're right, DJ. Yeah, yeah. And again, there's nothing wrong with being edgy. Just don't be a piece of shit. Just don't be a piece of shit about it. There's a difference between joking around and there's a difference between you're being serious about it. And it's a big difference and it's easy to tell. Or like it starts off as joking, but then you see a pattern more often and often and often and often like that, where you're just like, hey, do you actually have a problem with this? Do you have a problem with this race or whatever it is that you're having with? Especially with some comedians, how they keep joking about Mexicans or black people, and they keep joking and joking, and then if especially if they're white, and they're like joking and joking, and you're just like, all right, okay, we get you're a comedian, but the pattern keeps repeating itself, and the jokes are getting a bit more offensive. So it's like, all right, now you're just not telling us something. But hey, look, nothing wrong with being edgy. But here's the thing, though, is that there's a difference between being actually joking and actually you're being serious about it, and it's easy to tell, very easy to tell. People take shit way too far, and I have a feeling it's a USA thing, just my opinion. Yeah, yeah, you're right, man. You're right, DJ. I think it's just yeah, because we are a very diverse country, and a lot of people just don't like certain people for no good reason. Hey, I'm just glad it's up to us to call them out when we're like, with their bullshit. And it's vice versa with the other side. It's vice versa with the other side when it comes because everybody seems to act like oh, I'm not this, I'm not that, but it's like they give out some. They always try to say, oh, I have a hot take on a hot topic. It was like, all right, right, what the. You're just now you're just bullshitting. I don't think so. I like those kind of jokes. Also, hi, Javi. Hi, Lene. Hi, Lene. Watching the new Last of Us episode, so enjoy some Isabella pics in the DMs later. Oh, thank you, Max. Hi Max. How's it going? How's it going? Oh, now it's a party, folks. We got the Max hi. um Everybody's here now. I won't be here for long. Okay, nah, that's all right. Hello, peeps. Oh man. Then again, I won't be here long either. It's gonna be like an hour, hour and a half. Take on my scene in this episode. Oh, take on me episode. Nice. Take on me scene. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh man. No, don't leave me with Javi. Okay. All right. I see how it is, Line. uh, but yeah. No, the world is weird, guys. Oh man. Uh, Also, so you guys see my drinking Dr. Pepper on my hobbies on my Wendy's cup. I tried that new Cajun chicken crispy chicken sandwich, and it was really good. It wasn't as spicy as I thought it was gonna be, but no, it's actually just spicy in a good way. Like a kick of flavor. So highly recommend the new Cajun limited edition Cajun crispy chicken sandwich from Wendy's. I highly recommend. I forgot what it's called. What is your zodiac sign, Javi? Capricorn. Yeah, I was born on January 1st, 1995. I'm a New Year's baby, so my zodiac sign is Capricorn. What about yours, DJ? What about everybody? What's your zodiac sign? Mine is Capricorn. Uh, ugh. Jesus Christ. There's a tape there. Nice. Pisces? Nice. Pisces. Man, you know what? A lot of women in my life that I got attracted to, they were all mostly Pisces. uh, I don't know. I think Pisces are more mature, you know? I think they're very mature. Even though I'm pretty mature. I'm very mature myself, of course, but it's like I'm very chill, laid back, and very mature. But lies. I am a fish fillet. Ah, same. But but what I was gonna say, but I'm a goofball though. So I don't know if I a goofball Capricorn like me will go well with the Pisces though. um, goddamn. Ugh. I'm a Taurus. What are Tauruses like? What is their personalities? Taurus or something. I don't know what their personality is. I think for us Capricorns, we're supposed to be called like we're like sensitive or stubborn. Oh yeah, you are, Line. I know you well enough. You're stubborn. Joking, 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 joking. I am. Yeah, you're a gasp. Yeah, Yeah, but you're not too. You're not really that stubborn though, Line. I hate you. Oh, I love you too. uh, cries. uh, Yeah, stubborn. I mean, no, you're not really that stubborn. You can be stubborn at some points, Lena, but you're not really stubborn, really. Really, you're not. I'm actually thinking of all the times we hung out or just like talked. I'm on the lazy. You're lazy and stubborn. I am that a lot. Lazy. uh, you're very. It's funny because you're very. Linnea is very like shy at first, but once you get to know her and once she gets comfortable with you, she starts talking a lot. Like talking a lot. Loyal. Yeah, you're pretty loyal. You're a loyal friend. Yeah. You know, she shared this thing on social media of Tuxedo Sam going blah 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 blah. I cannot stop thinking about it, but that is her. That's her. Once I feel comfortable, I bully. Yeah, she's a bully. She talks out of love. Yeah, you bully out of yeah. Oh, sometimes. Nah, I'm kidding. No, you're nah. Yeah, you bully out of love. Of course you do. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Damn. This kind of hurts. I kind of hurt my hand here a bit because I kept smashing my mouse because it's old now. I stalk, and you do stalk. Yes, you do stalk out of love. I know. Oh man. Oh yeah, no, I know Line too well at this point, you know. Oh damn, my back. My back. My neck. Lit my no, I'm kidding. When you getting me boba, huh, hobby? Didn't I think last stream I said that I'm free on Wednesday and Friday, so it's overdue. All right, well let me know. I'm free on Friday. I'm free on Wednesday and Friday. If we're hanging out on Wednesday or Friday, that means I gotta do an early stream in either of those days. But you know what? That's cool. I love doing early streams, as you guys can tell. uh I'm very energetic still. I have a lot of energy still right now, even though it's late at night. Usually I have low energy when I come back from work, but when I have a day off or if it's an early stream, you guys know me. I go off sometimes. um yeah though. Oh. So you could text me Lene later when you actually want to go get the boba. Wednesday and Friday I'm available. So yeah. But that means I'm available for an early stream for you guys. So it's a win-win, guys. It's a win-win, you know? That's a good thing. I give that a 7 out of 10, folks. What would you guys give it? Yay. Yeah. I hope I didn't peak the mic there. 4? Hmm. It was pretty much too short, huh? It was too short. Yeah. um it won't be long until I fart on the mic. I'm holding it right now. It won't be long if I actually fart on the mic and, you know. You know what? I would love to do that one day. Like how I have the lab mic hooked to my shirt when I do my regular YouTube videos. I'll just unhook it. If I have a fart, yeah, like a wet fart. I'm getting like a fart coming up. I'm just gonna just fart on the microphone and then just like continue the video like nothing happened. I want to freaking do that so bad. Ew. Oh my god. I'll do that, you know. I just haven't been I'm not gassy on the goddamn videos, but I'm gassy on stream. I don't freaking get it. Uh I did fart a couple times last night's stream, but then again, my microphone did not caught that because I think it's because of the noise reduction that's on the microphone. You have done it already? I have, right? Did I have? Oh yeah, I did. It's just that I need a on the microphone. Like I know I've been like I freaking lift my ass up like I was Wendy Williams and just like ripped ass. But not directly. I didn't like grab picked up the or at least I stood up and farted on the mic or some shit, you know. But I know I farted last night on stream. Who gives a fuck is 2025? Yeah, you know, come on, man. Everybody likes a good fart joke when it's a real fart, but yeah. He he. uh It's 8:18 p.m. What if a cute girl watches the streams? Laugh my ass off. Hey, you know, as long as they find that hot, you know. Hey, what if they have a fart fetish? You know, who knows? You know, cute people, cute guys and girls. You know, some of them like a fart fetish. I remember one time. I'm not gonna say who it is. Oh my god, no! I actually met somebody. I met somebody I used to work with before. She might like it. I got a funny fucked up story. Not a fucked up story, you know. Who knows? She might be watching this one day, but then again, I highly doubt it. I met somebody. I'm not gonna say her name, but I met somebody one time. She used to be my coworker, and she was sharing me pictures of her like on her panties. She was sending me showing me panty pictures out of nowhere. I didn't ask for this. I did not ask for this. And she says, and she was telling me, "What would you do to this?" And I'm just like, I don't know, slap it. She really put me in an uncomfortable position. To be real honest with you guys, she really put me in an uncomfortable position, though. Really, especially looking back at it, you know, it's even more uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm cringy. Yeah. Oh, you cringy? Nah. Nah. Are you cringing or you're cringy? But yeah, but then again, you know, just so I can give her what she wants, you know, I asked her like after that, yeah. After I asked her, she was also like, "What would you do to me?" And she's like, "I will sit on your chest and fart in it." And that's the story. That's where I'm gonna stop the story. What, Lena? Hey, why you? Hey, I said it's a messed up story. So hey, that's the end of my story time. Other than looking back at it, I was in that a very uncomfortable position. She was really for you. Let's just say she already is with the in a with her. She already had a man, and but he was apparently a very abusive towards her. Apparently, according to her. So listen, I mean, she changed. I hope she changed. I hope she's doing well. But it's yeah, she was something. But it's all I gotta say. Yeah, but I looking back at it now, it was yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. You know how I feel about you talking like that, LMAO. This is a story time, so technically, when you guys kind of think about it, I'm kind of the victim here. Well, actually, I pretty much am the victim here. Really, what I didn't ask for this. She just put me in this position, and at during the moment, I was just like going along with it. But actually, I was uncomfortable. Really, I was very uncomfortable. I'm not kidding. I'm not. I was actually wasn't. I wasn't comfortable at all. So looking back at it, it's just cringe to look at right now. Right now, it's very cringe to look at. So yeah, look at the late nights in Hobbywood. Yep. Remember I screamed in the car when you were telling me the story like that. Let me know that. That's so funny. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. I remember I told you that story. Yeah, because yeah, no, yeah. uh, a lot of no, but this girl that I used to know, this coworker of mine, she and I you know, we didn't do nothing, but she was telling me like all these stories about her, when she was in high school. So yeah. So no, before anybody asks, no, we're pretty much around the same age. She's like, so I'm 30. She's probably like 28 right now. So she's like 2 years older than me, but we're very close in age, very close in age. So we're around the same age. She and I, like, I don't know, 27, 28 right now. But then again, she and I are around the same age, really. So it's when we were telling each other about the high school we had a lot in common going in the same high school. But like, and when I told her the year I graduated, she's like, "Oh my god, I graduated like I think 3 years after you, or something like that." So yeah. But again, we were already adults when we met, so don't worry. No, hopefully people don't take this the wrong way. No, but and guys, yeah, yeah, no, it's no, yeah, we're around the same age, exactly around the same age, so very very close in age. So yeah, so yeah, no, just but yeah, just her telling me about her high school days and her current days now. During at the time back then, it was just like I didn't. Yeah, I like older men. LMAO. Yeah, yeah, you do. You have a type. I know, Line. Some older men. Yeah, you have a type, Line, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, just looking back at that, I was just putting when I was put in that situation, I didn't like that. Really, I did not like that. Really, I had to go along with it just so I don't, just I don't know, like so I can look. I don't look like a loser. I don't know, but what? Not whatever. Looking back, it is so cringe to look at. Just being put in that position, but hey, whatever. Hey, she changed. So that's good. Yeah, I hope she did change. So yeah. I think she assumed as a man you would like it. Yeah, she probably did. She probably did assume, but I did not like it, really. I really was I wasn't I'm not a sexual deviant. Really, I am not. I am not. I'm not that type of guy. I'm very I'm very much a gentleman. It's just that she put me in that position. I'm just like, you know what? Just to be nice, I'll answer her questions. But her showing me pictures, I didn't like that. I actually didn't like that. Honestly, I just didn't like that. Just being put in this position like that. I just didn't like that. She changed for the kids, laughed my ass off. I think she changed for her nephew. Like, yeah, yeah, I think she did change. But I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Um, but yeah, yeah. No, looking back, it was just cringe. Looking back at that. So yeah, yeah. All I gotta say, so we can just move on from this. It's yeah. Looking back, it is just cringe. So yeah. uh, the strain. The stories we all experienced back in the day, guys. Seriously. Seriously. Oh, but yeah. Hmm. I think I've experienced worse things as a kid though in Mexico. I already did a story time of this, but I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about it like right now because I don't want to bum people out in the stream tonight. So I'm just gonna keep it positive. So yeah, no, yeah, no more cringe pasts. Now we're at a good present and pretty much a good future. But how you guys doing right now on this beautiful Sunday night, and especially in Chicago, rainy night? Well, it's not raining now apparently, but it's gonna rain all night apparently, and I love the rain. So how are you guys doing? Ugh. Man, I'm high. LOL. Nice, nice. Took an edible or just smoked? Shit. I was gonna drink tonight, but nah, no. Maybe tomorrow. You know what? Like I said early in the stream, edible, nice. Oh, damn, that's gonna be even nice, but it's more effective than smoking it. Like I said early in the stream, I'm cutting. Of course, I'm cutting down on drinking, which is really nice. But it's also like why not tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo? I'll just have like a beer, so beer or two before I start streaming. You know, I won't be drunk, but yeah. And I get off early from work tomorrow, so yeah. Lasts almost 4 hours. Wow, mine lasted for like 8 hours, and I took half the edible, but it was because I think it was 50 milligrams of weed in it. Uh, you smoke, hobby? Not as much. Not as much, really. What? What's wrong? Hey, don't knock it till you try it. It's actually cool. It's actually real. It does relax. But I'm more of a drinker than a smoker. But then again, I'm cutting that on drinking. I'm gonna drink tomorrow because hey, Cinco de Mayo or something. Yeah, mine is 10 milligrams, but you can always take more. Love it. Man, I need to take the 10 milligrams one because mine is 50 milligrams. And when I cut it in half, it was like 25 milligrams. And that is like, holy shit. When I was falling asleep, I could not feel the pillow. I could not feel my arm. Usually I put my arm, I sleep with two pillows. I sandwich my arm underneath those two pillows and I could not feel it. I didn't think, was I even resting my head the whole time? I don't know. I don't know. That was an experience though when it comes to taking an edible. But I don't really smoke much. You need a lower dose. Yeah, I do. So I could just like take a 50 milligram and just cut it probably into like at least 5 pieces, 5 tiny pieces, something like that. If I can. Man, I should do that. Take an edible and just watch Hedera. I've never watched the movie Godzilla vs. Hedera High. Yeah. That sounds like a good plan, really. Sounds like a good plan. Uh you should? Yeah, I should. Speaking of Godzilla versus Hedorah, speaking of just Godzilla, I'm actually like finally fully rearranged my. I took a picture. I'll put it on Instagram later. But I finally like rearranged a bit of my collection here, so I can like easily access mine because I usually like they're tucked away in like behind another collection of films. And luckily, I moved a couple stuff around, and then it's more temporary. So, but it's more easily accessible. I took a picture and everything like that of my definitive Godzilla collection. It's a mix between DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks, mainly for Blu-rays. But yeah, I love my new rearranged collection here. The take on me scene is so early in the episode and it was perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Man, what if I'm live streaming that part of the when I do the Last of Us 2 stream with that where I get will YouTube like make me will they stop the stream or something? Because it is a copyrighted song, I believe. Unless it's I never played the game. I never played the game. I don't know about that part. So is it like a covered version of it, or is it like they actually play the song "Take on Me"? Because oh shit, I know that song's on Metal Gear Solid 5. You have to find a cassette tape on a. You just gotta look around. It's actually on a designated spot, and I think it's in Afghanistan. And you're just playing a mission, and it's just right there. You just snatch these cassette tapes. Should be fine because the song is a cover. All right, cool. Hopefully, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, Bella singing was amazing. Oh, Bella Ramsey, she sings, right? I did not. I forgot. I think I forgot about that. I know it's a Bella Merced sings. Beautiful voice. She has a beautiful voice. Yeah, her music's great. She does not do a lot of music, but her music's amazing. Really, guys, you guys should check out her music. It's really cool. But yeah, man, I'm actually excited to do a live stream of The Last of Us. Hopefully, I'll have the webcam by then. Hopefully, a gaming chair for you guys to enjoy. Watch my fat face on the webcam. I'll probably have my ring light hooked up too, so get more light in my face. Ugh. Gonna get a haircut soon, guys. So this hairstyle, you're gonna have to say goodbye to it for now. But hey, it's summertime is coming up. Usually the summertime is not good for this hairstyle. So gonna get a haircut soon, which I'm actually excited to get. It just makes my fat face even fatter, but whatever. uh but yeah, no more me picking this part of my hair anymore. For now. But yeah, I'm gonna get a haircut soon. Hopefully by the end of this month. Uh, Bunch of pizza rolls and Dr. Pepper flying around when you're gaming. Man, I'm one of those people. Hot take here, but I prefer the four cheese pizza rolls when it comes to Totino's. Pepperoni's all right, and what's the combination? Yeah, but I'm more of a like a 4 or 5 cheese or 3 cheese pizza guy when it comes to Totino's. As much as I like those square pepperoni like pieces, I'm not the biggest fan of it though. I'm more of the thin circle slices of pepperoni. But Dr. Pepper, hell yeah. I need to get a new case of Dr. Pepper because man, I ever since I rearranged my Godzilla collection, now I can like pull out my Return of Godzilla Blu-ray, and when I pop it in, I'm gonna be drinking some Dr. Pepper, just enjoying it, Even though it's the Japanese version and Dr. Pepper did not sponsor the Japanese version, like still though, it doesn't matter what you're watching, man. You're watching the Americanized version or the Japanese. It goes so well with it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Man, speaking of Godzilla, the Return of Godzilla, man, I cannot wait for that 4K to come out, man. Even though I've seen some screenshots of the 4K broadcast in Japan, I saw some screenshots and it looks good, but it looks a little oversaturated. Kind of some of the skin tones look a bit too cooked. Like they look like they've been cooking in the oven a bit. The our human characters. I'm not kidding. Um, but I read that on the box set when they announced the 70th anniversary last year, late last year, the 70th anniversary festival in Japan. When they announced the 4K box set that's coming out next month, actually, if you look there in parentheses on like the transfers and all that stuff of all these films, it says Godzilla 84 is it is a updated like an updated modified version of the broadcast version. Or some basically it's like they updated the 4K transfer. I think they might have color corrected it or something like that because they might have heard some criticism. I don't know, but then again, it's being shared. It was being shared. These screenshots were being criticized by a toxic Godzilla Twitter user, though a toxic person. I may add, even though I do in a way agree with them when it comes to the transfers and all that stuff. When it comes to like with the no, actually, no. Well, just the on the yeah, just a little oversaturated when it comes to the Return of Godzilla. Still, the way they're going about it, it's like they're being assholes. And you guys heard me talk about this guy a couple times, but this person is such an asshole. Like to this very day, I think it's extremely. Again, I know this is all Twitter bullshit. I'm getting mad over a Twitter user, but I think it's so stupid. And he plays victim, where he just tries to he calls people idiots when he gets very defensive and trying to win an argument. But when let me see, let me just grab these real quick, really. Yeah, yeah. When these two were announced, these two 4Ks were announced by Criterion Collection. He was like, "Oh yeah, look at that, more slot for the piggies," and he's talking about the fans, us fans, like every Godzilla fan that's gonna buy this and this. He was just calling us piggies for buying it, or we're stupid to buy it. That's what he's saying. Especially for Godzilla's Biollante. Basically, his mask fully came off when he just says people are stupid. Basically, he says people are stupid for buying this. And also, he was talking mad shit about this release without even buying it. So how do you know all this stuff when you don't even have it? He even said themselves, I don't bother on buying it. I don't have it. I don't bother to buy it because, oh, but let me listen to all these people that, that all it has dub titles, which I don't think so. And the commentary track by what's her name? Sam Deegan, apparently she gets some facts wrong, which again, as from what I've understand, she grew up with the original English dubs of these movies. So there's gonna be some like lost in translation sort of things, but also like he and many people, even Firewood Media, get mad calls Violante, which is the proper way to call her. Like they call her then the Japanese version. She mentions Violante as Violante, which is the proper way to say her name. So she's getting attacked online for that, for being, I don't know, being accurate with the names. Uh, I don't know. He's a dick. All I gotta say, he's a dick, and he puts that on his. Again, I'm not gonna say his profile name, but and I'm not. And if you guys know who I'm talking about, if you guys really know who I'm talking about, um, don't attack him. Of course, don't attack him. Don't send harassment. Don't bully him. But this person is like, he calls himself a professional doofus. But then again, it's like it ain't excusing you. And he's also apparently a shit poster. But then again, that doesn't excuse your toxic behavior. That you're not getting a out of jail free card with that shit. You're already calling people stupid for supporting these releases, and these are great releases. Then again, they're my opinion, but these are my opinions. But I love these releases. I think they're great. So I guess I'm stupid for liking and supporting this stuff. How dare I, right? How dare I be stupid? That yeah. um I feel like I deep down I feel like he likes these transfers because he still bought them. He still bought the Japanese 4Ks. He says, "Oh, I bought them so you don't have to." No, shut the fuck up. Pretty sure deep down you like these transfers. You just want to admit it because you want to keep this fake personality online, which it's not working, man. It's not working out with you, man. Then again, to be real honest though, you know what's the funny thing about it is that not many people pay attention to him anyways. Aside from a fellow Godzilla YouTuber, which I'm not gonna say his name, just again, so that people don't take that as let's attack him, which is no. Because actually he did an excellent review of the Show Era box set and the Gamera set. They're excellent videos. But I also feel like he's later just bitching, moaning, complaining now these days. Because, oh my god, where's my English dub? I understand, but no need to freaking, talk shit. And this other user that's like, yeah, man, this sucks, blah, blah. This really sucks, because whatever, man, because they just like to go after Criterion so many times, which, come on. I've even explained it a couple times in my streams, guys, is that it's not easy. It's not easy putting these things in the US market. Really, it's not. People think that just because Criterion owns the rights to these, they can easily put everything on it, which no, that's not how it is. They still got to deal with legal issues with Toho. They still got to approve this stuff. Even some of these Japanese bonus features and this commentary track by Sam Deegan, they still have to approve it. And apparently the approval process takes a while. So but hey, you know what? Let them live in their own little world. Let them live in like, oh no, it's like they don't know what they're doing. They're stupid. They don't give a shit about us. Yeah, you're right, DJ. Yeah, no, there's no point on calling them out anyways. Not attacking, but calling them out. Humble them and put them in their place. Humble them out. Again, no attack, but you know what I mean. But because they're not gonna listen, they're gonna say, "I'm right, you're wrong. Go fuck yourselves." That's their attitude. Really, that's their attitude. They're like I think I said this before on the stream. They're like the trumpet guy of Godzilla fandom. They're like, "Who are you? I am a Showa era expert. I'm an archivist. Who are you? You're nothing. You're nothing." If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, like look up this video called Trumpet Guy, or just look up like Trumpet Guy. You're nothing on online. That shit is he's well known. They are like the mall teens. Yeah, yeah. They're like, who are you? You're nothing. You're nothing. I'm a Showa era expert here. You're nothing. Yeah, because you clearly made the movies yourself, right? You shot them, you edited them, you showed them. You know exactly how they should look like and be presented. Okay, even though like you complain about English dubs missing, and you're like, whoa, then deep down how it's supposed to be presented is Japanese, right? Look, I do give a shit. Like I said it in my reviews lately. I've been saying this lately. Like for historical purposes, we do deserve the English dubs of these movies because they without them, Godzilla will not be that popular in the US. Thank goodness that this release has the original and actually, in my opinion, the best restoration of the US version of this movie. It's an older transfer back from 2011, 2012, but it's still like the best restoration. Also, it's being included, like you have the Japanese version on 4K and you have the English version on HD or Blu-ray. And you know what? I'd rather have that than nothing. I think that's what a lot of fans want. A lot of more not open mind, yeah, but more like fans who are just like, hey, if you're not going to do a 4K of the English version, at least let us have it in HD. Like Rodan, people want a 4K of Rodan, but they want the 4K. If we can't. Hopefully, we can get a 4K of Rodan, the English version. But you know what? If we can't, then why not have a new HD restoration of the American version of Rodan? And we can have like the Rodan, like the Japanese on 4K and the English in HD Blu-ray. So that'd be cool. It's not much to ask. And you know what? Yeah, like speaking of dubs, yeah, this is my main criticism is the I wish the English dub was included in this. There's a From what I understand, the elements are missing for the English dub. That's why they were not included, and Toho would not let Criterion outsource to any other source out here in the US. So that kind of also makes no, actually no. I think it kind of started me. I was gonna say it doesn't make sense why the dub's not in it, but now it's starting to make more sense. In the Echo Bridge release, they use a low quality. I think they use a Laserdisc audio track, so that's why it sounds so muffled. It sounds like a very muffled VHS tape, or it sounds like a movie that was recorded in the 1930s, like when sound was being made. That's why the quality was so bad. It was bad. The quality, the English dub on the Echo Bridge, is really a bad quality track. Like it sounds horrible compared to the Japanese track. Really, it is. I mean, Max, if you're still here, yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about. How it just sounds like an old muffled VHS tape just being recorded. Or it sounds like they took like a recording microphone and put it on a TV speaker and they were playing the English version on a TV or something like that. That's how bad it sounds. But and it doesn't sound horrible though. But it's like there is that audio hiccup when the Super X2 is launching, and I legit thought that they had like a VHS tape like as the source. But no, apparently they use a Laserdisc track for the English dub, and I think they were able to get it because of the there's still it was being licensed from Miramax, still it's from Toho to Miramax. So unlike with this release, no, they licensed it from Toho themselves. So yeah, so I'm guessing Criterion cannot find loopholes to get the English dub. They could have just easily included the Echo Bridge one, but it's like yeah, and I know for a fact that Criterion wanted to include something better for us, but I think Toho said no. So I think that kind of explains why the English dub sounded the quality wise sounded pretty bad on the Echo Bridge Blu-ray and DVD of Biolante. I think that explains a lot. Hopefully it gets sorted out and fixed, maybe on a Heisei or a box set. Because you know what, I would predict that if they're gonna do a Heisei or a box set of Godzilla, they might include the English dub of this. They might. They might. And that's another reason why I think I'm gonna double dip. Because I'm like, what's the point if they're gonna do a Heisei set? If they're gonna put these out individually, then it's just gonna be a repackage of these discs on a box set. But if they include like missing stuff or like if they include like more stuff that's on the individual releases, then I guess I had to get it. But then again, it's also like I feel like this is the only Heisei era film that we're gonna get individually. It's kind of like this, how like we got an individual release of Godzilla, and then years later we got the Showa box set. So instead of just putting these out individually, they just put them out all in one package, which is nice for the first time ever. So I feel like this is kind of like a test release, you know? I feel like this is the only Heisei era release we're gonna get individually, and then we're gonna get a box set in the future. I think Criterion right now is waiting for Toho to finish the 4K releases and waiting for Sony's rights to expire. Apparently, they finally did expire this year. Actually, I've heard that they actually expire. It's just that there's still some home video licenses that still need to like they still Sony still has. But apparently the film rights, the main rights have expired from Sony. They let them lapse. So now they reverted back to Toho. So maybe Criterion still can get the rights, but they gotta wait for other licenses to sort out, from what I've heard. Mm. But yeah, at first I was thinking that they might do more individual releases of Godzilla, but you know what? At this point, look, if we don't get anything else from Godzilla from Criterion this year, then you know what? Then predict a new 4K release of the Showa era set and expect a Heisei era set. Because we're almost done with the Showa era set, you know, like all after this box set is coming out next month, we're like, I think there's 5 more movies that need to get put on 4K. Technically 4 that need to be confirmed for 4K releases. Like we only got Megalon that premiered on television, and it already has a 4K ready to go. So it's just not they're not putting it in the box set. Who knows? I'll you know what? It'll be a great sign if Toho puts out another wave or another box set of Godzilla 4Ks in Japan this year, later this year. Who knows? So if they do that, then expect something big next year, then guys. Wow. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'm actually even more excited. But yeah, that's my little prediction of this year, you know. All right, now I'm gonna put these back. Oh damn. I think around 9 o'clock I'm gonna end the stream. So we got 12 more minutes. uh but yeah, that's my little rant. But yeah, no, I love talking about Godzilla, but I'm actually trying basically right now. Godzilla news have been kind of slowing down a bit, but you know what? That's kind of good because we can like talk about other stuff. Man, I cannot wait for Halloween. But then again, around the summer, maybe we could talk about spooky shit, you know? Because I think before my gaming stream, we were talking about scary ghost stuff of urban legends and all that stuff, which is really freaking nice. I've been watching a lot of haunted Chicago stuff. So yeah, man, that was really cool. That was actually pretty fun to watch. Like a lot of stuff. Um, I did visit it like a couple years ago. I might do a little. It's gonna be more of a quick story time though, more of a storytelling time. One of these days, I am gonna on stream talk about on a couple years ago when I went to go to the most haunted cemetery. Apparently, this is the most haunted cemetery in Chicago, and it is called Bachelor's Grove Cemetery at Midlothian, Illinois. Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. There you go. It's that. A couple of my friends thinking that we should do like a YouTube video about it. You know, go to the cemetery and just do a YouTube video. You know, not as a ghost hunting. The bears, they're haunted, and most likely, yeah, they pretty much are haunted. They haven't won a Super Bowl since 1985. I think we are haunted. Kind of like a lot of people thought we were cursed or haunted with the Chicago Cubs, but look at that. Now we're having a good record this year, and we won a World Series, and people still kind of talk about that World Series back in 2016. And that is the year when I went to go to Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, actually. That was the year. Uh, I think I visited the cemetery before they won the World Series, which is really nice. um, but then again, I don't believe in ghosts, so that's just me though. That's just me. Uh, don't worry, my cat is like she's having the zoomies right now. If she wants to come in, she'll scratch my door. Uh, man, like hopefully, yeah, it's tough to win any championship. Yes, it is. It is, DJ. Very, but it's also very crazy when we if we do like our anybody that we're rooting for wins one because holy crap, there's riots and shit happening. Uh, but yeah, hopefully, during spooky season, we all share our own little like stories or favorite urban legends from our own local places. You know, I can share a lot of good urban legends and stories and myths about Chicago. So yeah, really freaking nice. You know, where we all live, we all have kind of spooky haunted spots to talk about. You know, I don't believe in this stuff, but still, you know, it's still like it's fun, it's fascinating. You know, who knows? Hopefully, around spooky season, we'll all share our own stories or our own legends, our own favorite, you know, urban legends. I already said that, but still, you know, this spooky season, man, expect a huge, consistent live streams because, yeah, and hopefully, I'll have some streaming. Sorry, guys, my hair is all over the place right now. Hopefully, I get streaming software so we can react to spooky videos. Yeah. What else? Oh, yeah. No, just I'm excited for Halloween season, you know. Again, The Last of Us gameplay. Then again, you know what? I might play The Last of Us. I'll stream those games around the summer, you know? Because it's really freaking nice. You know, they look why not, you know? Why not just stream some games, at least something, you know, maybe some let's plays, you know, live let's plays for you guys. I know for a fact during Halloween season, I'm gonna do for fun. I'm gonna do medieval. I'm gonna do the first one, second one, then I'm gonna do the remake, and I might get Resurrection too. It's a PSP remake of the first game. I bet the Chicago skyline looks wild at night. It does, DJ. It does. It's beautiful as hell, man. I think Line likes to go to downtown too. So if she ever wants to hang out, you know, at downtown, and we could just go to downtown Chicago and all that stuff. I love going to AMC in Chicago. It's really freaking nice, but it's expensive. But it's really nice to go to downtown and you know just downtown at night. It's really beautiful. Really is. Uh, it's a nice walk around Millennium Park. Sick. Yeah, it is. I love my city of Chicago. Really, it's beautiful. Uh, excuse me. Very beautiful. Haven't been everywhere though in Chicago. Mostly around, you know, downtown, south side. Not much. I mean, I've been on the north side, but mainly it's Wrigleyville. I'm gonna go a bit more on the four. Yeah, I give it a two. um, yeah, I mostly want to go past Wrigleyville. You know, a bit more north side of Chicago. That's where I want to go a bit more. I haven't explored everywhere in Chicago. I've been to Lincoln Park before. It's really fun. Really fun. Mostly for Lincoln Park Zoo, but then again, I don't really go to zoo much these days. It's just not my thing anymore, really. It's not. But I love my city. Dina and Ellie are finally a canon ship in the show. Nice, nice. They were not together, and I thought they were together in the games too. uh, that's nice. Oh man, Max, you're making me want to play The Last of Us instead of finishing Sonic. But I might just finish. I might continue playing The Last of Us tonight. Then you know what? Ooh, I could play my Pulse Elite headset with that. I am currently still charging it right now, but yeah, they are, but they look longer to build up in the show. Nice. It's kind of reminds me of that one character. I forgot the name. He already killed himself before you get to meet him. You had to meet him up, but he kills himself. But in the show, he's a gay character. And I know yeah, he's like he's gay in the game, but it's like it's more vague about it. But sorry guys, I'm freaking looking at my Dr. Pepper. Frank, yeah, Frank. He's played by Nick Offerman in the show, and man, Frank, man. I actually cried at when when him and his husband died. Saddest death in season one. Yeah, stream The Last of Us. I will, DJ. I just gotta like play it. Yeah. No, Nick played Bill. Oh, my bad. But yeah, but Bill and Frank, man. Yeah, they were. I mixed them up, but yeah, I know you were supposed to meet Bill in the game, and he's already dead. I think he already. Oh no, wait. Bill is in the game. My bad. Bill is in the game. Yeah, but I think Frank he already killed himself in the game. Like he already killed himself. But Bill, yeah, you meet him. He's a dick, but you kind of get where he's coming from in the game. Frank is already dead. Yeah. Frank is already dead, and I love that in the show that Bill and him, they both die because Bill cannot live. He cannot live without him, and that's just beautiful as hell. Very beautiful, beautiful. And I'll say this: their sex scene is beautiful too. It's a beautiful sex scene. So it's a beautiful. They did improve a lot of stuff that in the from the games in the show. Show did it way better. Yes, it did because Bill was a dick. But then again, you get it. He lost a man he loves in the game. He's a dick, and of course, he has major trust issues, really. But man, like, man, then again, it's been a while, guys, since I played the game, and I don't even watch playthroughs much anymore. I mostly watch them just so I can get some like if I'm stuck on something. But man, going back to The Last of Us on the PS4, on the PS4 remastered, on the PS5 Pro, it took me back when I used to play it on PS3. I wish I played the game more, but that's when my PS3 broke down. Well, hey, my PS5, I took good care of my PS3, but it happens, man. I had a faulty hard drive this whole time, and without the hard drive, it cannot function. But yeah, luckily, hopefully, my PS5 Pro is, the fate is better. Dean and Ellie just kiss again. Aw, lesbian couples are the best, yeah, and gay couples too. You know, any cute couple, I'd say, are the best. Like couples that deserve each other. Ow. Okay. On my ribs. You know what? Yeah, after the stream, I'm gonna record my review for Thunderbolts, spoiler free. Then I'm gonna, yeah, then I'm gonna play Sonic, and after that, I'm gonna stay up to play a little bit more of The Last of Us. Not gonna stream it though, but I will play because I actually just wanna. If I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna stream New Game Plus. But yeah, yeah. Oh, you know what? I could change some plans here. I'll beat the game, then I can stream New Game Plus for you guys. And then I know you can replay New Game Plus again anytime as many times you want, right? So um then the next time I play New Game Plus, I'm gonna just take record footage for the reviews, the little retro reviews, because I actually want to talk about it. Maybe as anticipation for the season 2 physical release, I could just talk about the games and then talk about the show season 1 and 2. So yeah, why not? I'm gonna beat The Last of Us first. Okay, so I'm gonna beat The Last of Us 1, then I'm gonna beat 2, then I could just stream. Excuse me, The Last of Us, but technically I am streaming New Game Plus. But you guys know how New Game Plus is. Stream every time, might as well. I love to, but I don't want to be. I can tell I'm very rusty in the game, and I don't want to look too rusty, because at least I want to at least know what I'm doing when I'm playing the game. So no, but for sure, DJ Max, I am gonna stream The Last of Us remastered. It's gonna be the PS4 remaster, not the Part 1 remaster. So that's the disappointing part for everybody, probably. But I honestly, I like the older graphics. I mean, basically, the remastered PS4 game is basically the PS3 just in 4K and 60 frames, or 1440p and 60 frames per second. I just like the looks of the older. It's because I like the older graphics look more because of how like it's an evolution of that to The Last of Us 2. So, but I might just get Part 1 and Part 2 remastered someday. Maybe they can release like a PS5 physical like collection pack. Like a collector's edition. I don't think there is one right now. I think there's only like a digital collection, but I might be wrong. But if I'm gonna upgrade, I could just do that. Everybody messes up hobby all the time. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys seen the stream last night, I was messing up a lot. Yeah, you got a point, DJ. But you know what? If I'm gonna play some single player, episode just ended. Oh, that's nice. Nice. I wish I could watch that show, guys, but amazing. Nice. Nice. Oh, nice, Max. Again, I wish I could watch season 2, but I gotta play 2 at least so I can know the differences, you know? I just had I don't know. I think it will be more impactful for me if I just play part 2 first. So, yeah. I'm just glad I'm finally gonna have the time to get around it. So excited. I'm excited, guys, to play part 2. Yeah, play the second game first. Otherwise, you'll be waiting another year for the third season. Yeah, because I they split part 2 into 2 seasons. So yeah. I have not. I don't know how I got spoiled how the game ends, but I've not seen the cutscene. So yeah. Oh, gonna avoid because everybody, a lot of people are already like showing spoilers, like comparing the game to the show, like season 2. So it's like I'm avoiding all that stuff on social media with that. Second game split into 2 seasons, 1 and 2. Yep, which makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I heard it's a long game. I heard it's a long game. Even though like the first one is long, I don't think it's that long, honestly, because it's like the more you invest in it, the more like it'll go by faster. So it's like an 8 to 10 hour game, I would argue, for the first game. Like 23 hours long. Ooh, yeah. Mm, yeah. And it has New Game Plus, right, Max? Hopefully it's unlimited New Game Plus. Well, considering I almost beat the first game in one sitting the other day. Yeah, it's yeah, long but not too long, you know. So it also depends on your playing style. I'm like I love playing on normal difficulty, so it's like a bit not too hard but not too easy. So I could just breeze the game quicker. Mostly playing the story but enjoying the gameplay at the same time. So I can just admire the both sides of it. I play on hard, yeah. I used to love playing on easy, but then I just started playing normal. One day I'll probably play on hard. I think beat the game on hard actually for the trophy. I still didn't platinum it because I had to like play an online match, but or win an online match because I had online and didn't get a chance because my PS3 broke. But yeah, no, it's all I gotta say is that man, jumping back on it, it feels amazing. You know what? I'm gonna tweak around or just play on my headset a bit more like that. So yeah. Sadly, the PC version doesn't have difficulty completion achievements. Ah, yeah, I know that in the PS3 version, it had like beat the game on easy, hard, and beat the game easy, normal, hard. And then you had to get beat it on New Game Plus easy, New Game Plus normal, and New Game Plus hard to get the platinum. So that is cool though. But yeah, yeah, but yeah, stay tuned for the Last of Us stream, guys. Hopefully, I'll have the webcam and hopefully I'll have a PC game chair. So yeah, hopefully I get much easier on PC though, better aim. Actually, I think I can adjust the sensitivity on my PlayStation. So yeah, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get back on it tonight then. But then again, I cannot stay up too long because I gotta go to work at 10 a.m. I actually had to be there at 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm opening, so but I get off early tomorrow and around the afternoon. That means I get to like hopefully I'll stream early tomorrow night. So yeah, so that's gonna be the schedule for now. So for sure I am gonna stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But who knows? I might stream Tuesday night and Thursday night. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I'll stream on Saturday too. So yeah, that's right now. That's the schedule right now. So yeah. Also speaking of schedule, I got an update on my Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X 4Ks from Arrow, and they're not gonna arrive apparently till Thursday. Uh I was hoping to do videos for you guys this week, but all right, hey, I don't mind waiting. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. um, but I am getting Lilo and Stitch on Tuesday, which is cool. I'm excited to get it. I'm excited, even though it's still the censored version. But then again, I heard that the censored version was released like alongside the original version of the movie. Like, yeah, I don't know. I decided to cancel mine and get them in person around June. Nice, nice. Damn, you had to sacrifice those two and Honora. Damn, though. But you know what? Just yeah, nice. Yeah, but get them when you can. But for sure, this week, Thunderbolts, Sonic review, and Lilo and Stitch 4K review. And hopefully next weekend, Princess Mononoke. I thought it was the anniversary, but no, it's not. I think it's since it's a new 4K on IMAX. So, but I am gonna do like a little retro review on it, and talking about the Blu-ray that Shout Factory put out years ago. So yeah, Yeah, I forgot about my phone bill, so I had to cancel them sadly. But oh well, they're still they'll still have the slips. Yeah. In the meantime, until they release a holy shit, they have not even released a standard edition of Friday the 13th remake. Holy crap! Oh, that is a concern. But I think they'll put it back in print on. I have confidence on that. But yeah. And I'm gonna do it for sure this week, guys. It'll be a quick video on my Jurassic Park slash World physical media collection. So stay tuned for that too this week. So I got some. I got a pretty much a slightly packed schedule. I'll try to shoot at least 2 to 3 videos back to back in a day. I'll try. But yeah, after the stream, guys, for real, I am gonna right away record my spoiler-free review of Thunderbolts. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to charge the battery in my camera. Damn. You know what? I'll record it. I'll record it still. I can't wait for my Last of Us 4K to arrive. Turns out it's a Canadian release, not US. Also, as the English and French, my first Canadian physical release. Yeah, I got mine with the 300, and I got a Madagascar collection on. It was the Canadian release. Hey, it's still a region 1 release, so technically still a US release. No, actually no, it's still a region A release. My bad. But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna record my Thunderbolts review after the stream. Yeah, I'll record it. I just gotta charge the battery and then while I'm shooting the video. So hopefully it doesn't create any like sound issues or something like that. Alrighty then. Well, guys, I just really wanted that slip. Oh, it's a good slip. Even though I'm still in the shrink wrap, it's still a pretty good one. Again, I don't know why I didn't do that for the penguin. I don't know, but whatever. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end. It's getting like 9:07 p.m. Speaking of which, so if I want to play a bit more of The Last of Us, I gotta get on it soon after I record my review for Thunderbolts. So stay tuned for that review, guys. So yeah, with that, guys, I'm gonna end my first ever Sunday stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. Really, that was awesome. Sadly missed most of the stream, but worth it for Dina and Ellie. No, dude, you're fine. You could always catch the VOD. So yeah, man, you could also leave a comment and all that stuff about my little Godzilla ramble in the middle of there when it comes to physical media. So yeah. um, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, guys. So good morning, good night, and good afternoon, wherever you guys are in the world. Have fun, be safe. Thank you, DJ. Quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Boom. All right. Thank you, Max. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Max. Thank you, Max. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Lene, once again for stopping by. And thank you guys so much, whoever stopped by in this video. So I hope you guys have a good one. And have a good one, guys. Sorry. Goodbye.